I always thought the purpose of owning a house was simple. You buy it. You live in it. You maybe choose a color that doesn't make you fall asleep when you look at it. Apparently, I was wrong. Because according to Karen, self-appointed guardian of suburban sadness, my house had committed the ultimate offense. It was not beige. And that, my friends, was the day my home became a wanted fugitive. My house was a calm, tasteful shade of blue. Not neon, not glowing, not screaming, just peaceful. The kind of blue that says, "Hey, a normal human lives here." But to Karen, it said war. I saw her standing across the street, hands on hips, lips tight, mentally preparing legislation. She didn't blink. You ever notice how Karens blink less when they're upset? It's like moisture is optional when rage hydrates you. She marched across the road like she was approaching a crime scene. "Karen, I need to know why your house is blue when this is a beige-respecting community built upon uniformity, emotional stability, and colors that never surprise anyone." I just stared, because she said it like she practiced it in the mirror. Karen leaned in, lowered her voice, like a villain in a movie where the budget went entirely into khaki. "Karen, you will repaint it, or consequences will begin." I asked what consequences. She smiled and walked away. Never a good sign. The email hit that afternoon. Subject line: urgent architectural non-compliance. Karen CC'd everyone: neighbors, board members, possibly astronauts. People drove slower past my house, like they expected it to start dancing. One neighbor whispered, "Love the color," then sped away like he'd confessed a crime. Karen started taking photos. Morning, noon, sunset. She once photographed it in the rain like the house looked extra guilty when wet. I got fined for visual disruption. Apparently my house was emotionally loud. Karen laughed when she found out. Karen: I adore when people challenge inevitability. "Ma'am, this is paint." She went door to door. Karen: we must restore the palette. The palette, like we were in a museum for boredom. Karen called the emergency HOA meeting. Karen arrived with binders, tabs, graphs, a slideshow titled Blue, a timeline of decline. I wish I was joking. She had charts claiming my house reduced harmony, resale value, and possibly rainfall. Karen: when I look at it, I feel instability. You feel instability because you're unstable. But I kept that inside. I stood up, showed the approval documents, permits, emails, dates, facts. Karen reacted like facts were illegal fireworks. One board member whispered, "It looks fine." Karen gasped so hard someone offered her water. She stood, voice shaking with theatrical fury. Karen: if this blue stands, civilization falls, standards collapse, and beige becomes optional. Optional beige. The horror. The board reviewed everything. And then they sided with me. The approval was valid. No repaint required. Karen froze, like Windows 98 encountering emotion. She opened her mouth. Nothing came out. For a moment, peace. Next week, she tried new complaints. Mailbox brightness, trash can posture, driveway confidence. Desperation had entered the chat. People started supporting me because everyone knew if Karen won the color war, she'd come for them next. Blinds closed, curtains drawn, beige alone. My house is still blue. Birds still sing, property values still exist. The sky hasn't filed a complaint. And Karen? She's probably somewhere right now, arguing with a crayon. If you enjoyed this HOA meltdown, subscribe to HOA Karen Stories, because somewhere out there, a woman with a clipboard is afraid of color.